making the videos. I miss thinking about what I'm gonna make for you guys, the content, and okay, I'm gonna show you what I come up with today. There you go. Just everything that goes into making the video. I miss editing, everything. Okay. I think I've been gone for about 2 weeks or so. Life just gets very hectic, okay? And you lose track of time, and that's what happened, okay? I lost track of time, and just before I knew it, it was like 2 or 3 weeks. I was like, oh, let me make a video. But please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really trying to get this thing up in numbers. So please remember to do that. Pretty please, I'm begging you. Please, if I felt like it, I would get on my knees and beg. I'm serious. Not really. It's not that serious. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it. If you're not, then you're not. So it's whatever. So today is a very, very sentimental day. It is my grandfather's birthday, and what he would have been 91 years young. You hear me? 91 years young, okay? We don't say 91 years old because my grandfather thought he knew he was older, but he thought he was young because he was still trying to do everything. So today I'm just going to show you guys pictures and a couple stories that can, you know, that I can remember from the top of my brain. And yeah, so if you're ready, let's get to it. Alright, y'all, so this is my grandfather, MC Clay, but everybody that knew him called him Grandpa. This was him, and he was the epitome of man. Okay, I'll get to that in a little bit. This is him and my grandmother. They were married for, I think it's going to be 63 years in August. So they were together for most of their life. They really loved each other. He had her back. She had his back. It didn't matter what they was doing or where they was going. They could have been going up the street to the store. They were going, together. The other one wasn't leaving the other one hanging, okay? Doctor's appointments, going to the fish market, going fishing. My grandfather loved to go fishing. He absolutely loved it. My uncle would take them off in the sea. They would leave early in the morning and wouldn't come back till about 6, 7 o'clock at night. And they would catch some fish. You hear me? Okay? They would catch some fish. Sometimes they would be big, and sometimes they wouldn't catch nothing at all. But they just liked the experience of going fishing and getting outdoors and just experiencing the nature part of it all. So like I said, my grandfather, he would have been 91 years young today. So it's all very sentimental. It's also sentimental because my grandmother's birthday is tomorrow. Child. Okay, back to back. So usually what we would do is do something for both of them today, and then we would continue celebrating tomorrow, but we wouldn't go anywhere. We would just have cake and ice cream or something, and the family would come over. But this year we just don't know what we're gonna do. We'll probably just, I don't know, we haven't figured it out yet, but we're going to figure something out. So like I was saying, my grandfather was the epitome of a man. If anybody at his church wanted to look up, wanted to learn how to be a man, a fearless man, a faithful man, a man that had stature, they looked up to my grandfather, because my grandfather was all those things. He was a man of integrity. First of all, my grandfather knew how to dress, okay? My grandpa dressed down, and that's period, okay? He knew how to dress. He was a fearless man. He took care of his family. He took care of his wife. He would support his grandchildren, his great grandchildren, far or near, he would go. Okay, he would go, and that's just on period. Okay, he knew, he just knew. I don't, I can't explain it, but my grandpa was the man. Like, he was the man. Whenever I meet my husband or my boyfriend, I would want them to be like my grandfather, and that's just how it is. He knew how to take care. He knew how to provide. He did all those things for his family. I remember when I went to prom, he was at his house, but still, he could have stayed in the house, but he didn't. He was outside with everybody talking, laughing. I remember he came to my graduation, and so he supported me and my sisters and my cousins, and he just supported all of us in what we did. And if we had a heart to do it, he would support it, even if he didn't agree to it. He would have his opinion. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. He had his opinions about the things we did, but at the end of the day, he understood that it was our life, and he knew that we were going to do what we wanted to do at the end of the day. But we still respected his decision also. So we did what we wanted to do, but we would also listen to the words that he gave us. And that was that. I remember when my grandparents used to pick me up from elementary school every single Friday. It didn't matter if it was raining, sun shining, windy, no wind. We would go to McDonald's, okay? We would go to McDonald's and get the $1 fish fillet, okay, with french fries. Come home, eat. I would do my homework. Child, listen. It was a time, it was summer and grandparents' day on Fridays, because I knew what I was getting. Like, honestly, I never had to worry about going hungry with my grandparents, because they would find a way. They would get me something to eat. Like, I think that's why I like to eat now, because they always fed me. They always fed me. I would never went hungry with my grandparents. Not saying I went hungry with my parents. I never did. But my grandparents just got me what I wanted. That's probably why I'm so spoiled now, because they got me what I wanted. When I went to I got what I wanted. That's period. I got what I wanted. I think it was only 2 times I didn't get what I wanted. But anything else, I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted, and I didn't have to play them either. I just asked them for it. Okay, I was the youngest, so yeah. But yeah, he was the epitome of a man. Everybody loved him. My friends, my god sisters, my god brothers, they all loved Grandpa. They loved Grandpa, Dad Clay, whatever they wanted to call him. It was those two. It was either Grandpa or Dad Clay. That was it. That was it. That was all. Nobody called him by his first name. Everybody was very respectable, because he was a respectable man. I know some men that are older that are not respectable like that, and I'm not going to say that's horrible, but I don't know what to say. I'm just not going to say anything on that. But he was a respectable young man. When anybody brought up my grandfather's name, it was nothing but good things about my grandfather. And that's just the man he was, okay? That's just the man he was. And I think that's the man that every man should strive to be. A God-fearing man, a fearless man. My grandfather wasn't scared of anything. It was like, I remember one thing my grandfather used to tell me was, in so many words, he told me to follow my dreams. In so many words, it was a lot more to it, but that was one thing I always got, to follow my dreams and not to worry about what other people are saying, and never go out the house looking crazy, okay? Because listen, they will talk about you. Well, they will get on you, but that's just that's just the type of relationship we had. If we was looking crazy, they wasn't scared to tell us. He wasn't scared to tell us, okay? He would tell us, he told it like it was, and he kept it real, he kept it 100. And that's one thing I really did love about my grandfather. He didn't care who you were, where you came from. If you was doing wrong, he was gonna tell you. He was gonna tell you in a respectable way, but he was gonna tell you one way or the other. If he didn't like something, oh, best believe he was gonna tell you, okay? Best believe he was gonna get it out in the open and let it be known that he didn't like what you was doing, okay? So for the last few minutes of my video, I'm gonna post some pictures of my grandfather, of my family with my grandfather.